Previously on Ace Attorney Investigations.
What's going on, and welcome everybody. My name is Tom. This guy Clay cannot make it today. It is Sunday, the Lord's Day as it were, so he is taking the day off to confess his sins. Nyandroid over here.
Hi.
Rocking it though. And today we are playing some Ace Attorney Investigations. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, God! What? Oh, okay. Hey, hell. Don't. Cheers.
I've seen hell.
Okay. Oh, you're making it today.
There were children everywhere.
Oh. God damn it. Can't pull that
Oh, my coffee spilled.
Wow.
I really committed to
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh, man, I'm
it's
actually
hot.
pretty shook right now. Well, okay. Welcome back, everybody.
Remember that question you asked?
Oh, man, that's fine. That's fine.
Remember you asked? So you're like, how many fourth graders could you beat up?
Yeah.
It's like 50.
50?
Yeah. Not at the same time. They just kept coming.
Oh, it was waves?
Yeah.
What was the most you ever took on at one time?
Probably 3 in one swipe.
That was wait, a swipe? Now, are we talking like a backhand swipe, or did you have did you weaponize yourself?
No, the devil was riffing on this guitar that looked like an axe, and I stole it.
Oh,
That's how I got out.
man!
Couldn't take it back though.
You broke yourself out of health.
I did.
So you went to. So let me get this straight. If I'm understanding this properly, you went to church, confessed your sins.
Yeah, they sent me to hell. I know. It turns out when you're in the confession booths, there's a trap door.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew it.
I know. That's why no one ever
priest
tells
in
you about
Latin.
it. I know. It's crazy.
You know? So you know, skip a Hail Mary, go straight to hell. Do not pass Our Father. Do not collect communion bread.
Oh God.
Well, wasn't an eventful morning we had today. Well, yeah, I guess since you're back, wanna live stream?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. Oh.
Play some games? Solve some crimes?
Or do you want to undead stream?
Oh, gee. Oh my God.
They said I'm on borrowed time though, because I'm going right back to hell after what I've done in Dokapon.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
one
well.
thing. There you go. So if you didn't want to watch our Dokapon stream, tune in Saturday and Sunday at 3:30.
boy.
We're maybe finishing it today, but we don't know. We're gonna try though.
I'm gonna try.
All right. Flip us on over.
So good to be alive. Oh fuck!
The motherfucking FBI.
I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane crimes.
Crimes. Okay. Jesus. Hey, Monobrobe.
Hey, I can't think of anything we'll say, so here's a donation. I won't be able to join the stream because I have work in 30 minutes. Aw, sorry,
Well,
bro.
enjoy work, Monobrobe, and if it alleviates you at all, I saw your comment saying, wait, are we thinking of playing Apollo Justice last? No.
No.
We're playing Investigations 1 and then 2?
Where people got that idea from?
I don't know, 1 and then 2 and then Apollo, or 1 and then Apollo then 2?
I don't know. Whatever,
Apollo's
whatever
coming
the
up
right
soon,
order
though.
is, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're playing it soon.
But thanks, Mono, bro.
Mo.
Okay.
Fo.
Yeah. It's good to be alive. Gets arrested.
Fuck FBI. All right, let's do it. Like they've done on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, that'll likely be the way it pans out and do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? We never figured this out. Who wants to tackle racial stereotypes here?
I was the
Oh,
last
man.
racial stereotype, so I vote not
Okay.
me.
Not me.
I'll take it. Oh
Are you
man.
talking about acro?
No,
Acro?
I'm talking about the Frenchman.
Oh right. What is it that you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you.
Please. I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land.
You! How dare you try to waste my time? I don't know why he's Italian. They like know their voice.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs.
I wanted to spend time at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how I say it in English.
Well, I hope that I don't dissolve in water, but I don't think that's what you mean. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name.
I am Zingle LeBlanc, too. I'm a very wealthy man in Borginia.
The second.
I know.
Yeah. No.
No, two.
No, he's two. Two.
It's two.
Okay.
The sequel.
yeah.
The sequel.
Sequel.
The sequel.
Zingle Blanc 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, absolutely.
What am I not an ordinary rich man? I'm an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Oh my goodness, look at the rich seller of beauty I found right here.
Oh, okay. Well.
Mr. LeBlanc, what do you mean? What did you mean just now?
Oh, we could baton pass this to Nyan.
Nope.
No, okay, well, there you go.
Pardon. When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout, I have it to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once more and only once. I do not even have a second to waste. Time is money, as they say.
Yes, and yet you continue to blather on.
Titty.
Continue. You continue to blather on.
Yes, I did. I saw the victim going to the elevator, going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Oh! What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Mr. Dent, what the time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after a patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:50. Oh! Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed a 15-minute time span. And only person in the lounge at that time was the prosecutor, yes?
Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time.
Me too. I was watching a movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. Or 2 or 8.
I was still eating. I still haven't finished, see?
The other passengers have an alibi, so there's no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint. I see not a single word against this, right?
I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me.
Oh! So you say, but do you have what you say? The evidence say? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw. Enough to give testimony.
You know, missed opportunity. This guy's Borat.
Oh, it's not too late to change if you want to go. Borat.
Of course, I was looking at the man the whole time. Way more racist. You know? These are the decisions we make at the NyanCave.
As your sister.
No. No.
Cousin?
Cousin, very nice. My cousin is so nice.
Yeah.
How's
Gonna
your
take her
base?
down to Shelbyville.
He was playing with that little machine the whole time.
Can you go somewhere between Italian? Can you be like Italian Borat?
Italian Borat. I'll find somewhere in this.
Machine.
Dijon. Dijon does not worry. Does not judge. He only worry. Yes, that's what you people call English. Yes. It was making me crazy with the clickety.
From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone, a laptop, or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget.
I hated the noise like a machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty at all, produces ugly sounds. Anyways, I know what I saw.
Miss De Niro,
Yes.
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit.
Huh! I don't like the sound of that. Fox in a duck pen! Yeah, I think it's how you say it in English. I'm rubbing my belly.
I know there's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Hey, it's a fucking a duck pen!
A fucking a duck pen. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's Fox guarding the hen house, that's it. Okay, thank you. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss De Niro, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha! This should not be approved. Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain. I'll be right back. Ooh, jogged away. Oh no! You're not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes?
Of course not.
Ha! We'll see. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. Oh, unbelievable!
I'm in your debt, Miss De Niro.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It is only natural as I am still a suspect in this case.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play.
Hey, Dominic. Which is worth, Clay's gumshoe or Tom's zinc?
Yes.
Oh, by far. Oh, wow, guys. Settle down. It's okay, man. We all have that too Italian moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It happens to the Italian.
The key is to not back down, though.
No.
Never
That's
back down.
Never back down.
That's
You
what
don't
the
want to
movie
show
told us.
weakness; they'll devour you. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to touch the partner button.
Ooh, it's time to head to the scene of the crime. The first floor of the lounge.
I can't believe there's an elevator in this place.
I don't know.
Yeah.
An elevator in a plane. That sounds
we're
so
first
safe.
class though.
Ooh.
Hey, Sally made it out. Are you in need of assistance?
Miss De Niro, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge.
As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around.
If you could pass the message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation.
I will. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion.
Superstition.
Still under superstition. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you. I think you're a real murderer.
Of course, and I take no offense.
Do you really understand what I'm saying?
Yes, verily.
Do you pinky swear you do, on your honor as a professional prosecutor? Because I truly believe that you are a murderer.
I pinky swear that I do, on my honor as a prosecutor. Freaking weirdo.
Well, I guess that settles that.
I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing. Aww. No, I think it's really sweet.
Presenter!
What? Enter.
The badge.
Oh.
Show her the badge.
When Phoenix possesses Edgeworth.
Even if you show that to me, I still cannot allow you to free reign. I'm sorry, but I must admit that I still have my doubts about you.
Guilty until proven innocent, I see.
Japanifornia.
Japanifornia.
Oh.
All right, let's do it.
You mid, bro?
He's so mad.
Oh, hurry up and investigate. Time should not be wasted. Precious is human time, is how you say it, I believe.
Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there!
I guess this is me, eh?
Yeah.
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay?
What the? Hey, wake up, you!
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize.
She
I just
like
find
a baby?
it hard to believe that she's asleep on the job. No, it looks like a cat.
A
It's
dog.
a cat with a
It's a
little
dog.
captain's hat.
It's a dog for
It's a
sure.
cat.
It's a dog.
Okay, we got baby cat dog. Let's see.
Baby
who's
cat
right.
dog, let's find out.
If I were her boss, I'd see to it her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. Oh my god! I want to see a more
He's a
detailed
dog.
sprite.
He's a dog.
Wait. It's a teddy bear. Oh, I got Digi Angel about the teddy bear. How did you find your meal to?
Oh. How did you find your meal today, Mr. Edgeworth?
How did you find your meal to be?
I found it delightful, Mr.
Come to think of it.
How are you?
Look at it. Look at Zinc with his machine guns. You know?
I forgot all about it. I must have been asleep or something.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me prepare you something right away.
What are you apologizing for, Mr. Nero?
I failed in my professional duties by letting your passenger go hungry. Please help yourself. If you see anything you fancy, feel free.
Oh, I think I'll take my time later after I solve this case. Thanks. Going down.
In order to preserve the crime scene, I'm afraid the elevator is not in service. To get to the first floor lounge, we should take the stairs.
What kind of plane has stairs?
A
Big
double
one.
decker one? Oh, I know that planes have multiple, like, levels.
What?
Yeah. The really big commercial airliners for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been in one.
That's crazy. We
but-
live in the future.
I assume they use stairs. I don't think they have elevators. Can you look up and see if a plane has ever had an elevator?
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
really
it
curious.
certainly has.
Do planes have horns?
Horns.
Do they have horns? Okay.
Oh, wow, look at that. My plane to China was a double-decker. Says Sally.
Elevators or flight control services?
Oh, they definitely have
no.
dumbwaiters and stuff like that. Like things like...
Oh, yeah.
An elevator for people.
All right, well,
It's
move
a
on.
movie poster for License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
That's an iFly Airlines sponsored movie. It's a suspense, hard-boiled action, romantic horror comedy movie.
Ugh. Is that the genre listing for this movie?
Yes, it's a movie that can be enjoyed by anyone because it encompasses all of those genres.
I can't even begin to imagine what the plot of this movie would be like.
But you have to admit, it has piqued your curiosity, right?
I'm gonna let you take that as a joke.
I heard the main strategy with this genre listing was to make people curious.
Well then, consider the mission a successful one. I guess you got me. I am a little curious too. It sounds like one of those movies that's so bad that it's actually enjoyable.
I am yet to find one of those.
Really? What? What do you mean?
Okay, so there is a plane that does have an elevator.
Yeah.
It's the Airbus A380. It's the Prince Al-Walid bin Talha of Saudi Arabia's plane.
Yeah.
Wow, it's the only plane with an elevator, or one of, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, they got a lot of
It's-
money there.
It's not a feature on conventional airline models because of space, weight, and cost. But there are food elevators.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, miss, how about another glass?
Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder.
How about it? How about a glass together?
I'm sorry, but I must decline.
I was talking to you. I was talking to the cute attendant.
I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time.
You got it, Tuts.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
Slap him!
We
Slap
should
him!
murder him. The future in Edgeworth is super rich. Okay. If I may have a word with you.
Can we give him a super German, like...
Like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, can we give him Willy Wonka?
Who?
This guy, the passenger.
Oh, this steak. Oh, it's so very awesome.
Well, that's great to hear. However, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Was here the whole time? Oh my god, so good. I wouldn't know.
Eat or speak, please pick one.
That's funny. He did make a choice. I think he chose to eat.
Yes, I can hear that.
Oh yeah, look at the worry ward over there right above you.
It's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any particularly useful for an investigation. It's not as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur.
Don't get near me, you criminal!
He said, "Don't get near me, you criminal."
I am not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now.
But that's contrary to the facts!
He says, but that's contrary to the facts.
I can understand his English just fine, thank you very much. This was Mr. Hicksy. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about.
Perhaps it's in the elevator.
Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now.
Oh no, we've offended the Italians, the Borginians,
Man,
the
I want to see her
Germans.
sprite. She looks fantastic.
Want to
I'm
see
sure
her
she
dog.
just
hair.
doesn't have a
The
spray.
hair is perfection. It's wild and untamed.
That leads to the emergency escape hatch. You can't go there in mid-flight.
What's the probability that the criminal escaped through here?
100%.
Wait, what?
Oh, let me finish my thought. I'm 100% certain they didn't.
When I'm searching for an answer, only complete thoughts need apply.
Let's see what finger guns, boy.
What? He's just gonna tell me to, like, I think we talked
I'm
about
watching you. Hurry up and investigate. That part. Time of money. List of people offended.
everyone.
All of them. Okay.
All of them, except Clay and Tom.
Yeah, we're not offended.
I'm offended.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We're offensive.
I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss De Niro.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. I would have just arrested you, like I did. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you to that extent. I don't want you to think your standing with me has changed.
Well, we're all alone together in a lounge. I mean, I'm sure we could work something out. Oh, I see. I'll bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress.
Oh, dear God.
And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without the staff key card, or the permission of the bourgeois. And we found no record of that.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Begin investigation.
Good investigation.
Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it must mean that the killer was around somewhere.
If we are to believe that what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust.
Right, LRQ?
There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Uh-huh.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? Well, I mean, I don't know. There's some blood over here.
Footprints! Footprints!
This feels like Blue's
You win
Clues
the
right
prize.
Footprints!
now. Like, doesn't it feel like Blue's Clues?
Footprints!
I am not familiar with Blue's Clues to make that comparison.
What
Oh.
is that?
Yeah, me neither, huh?
They're a little smudged, but I think they can. We can both agree they're a set of footprints.
So you think?
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh. Then maybe we should check the shoe size of everyone in the first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see. The in-flight shop is just beyond this shutter. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant.
It's Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues.
Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
Oh my god. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake, which is why I passed the fuck out.
Passed out.
Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it.
That's pretty funny.
What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of iFly Airlines, Mr. Hugo iFly. And the one on the left is one when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him when he was in his 80s.
Did the man actually age in the span of 4 decades? Maybe I
Keanu
need to
Reeves? Did you
squint
start
more.
this?
Shaved his head, I guess, and started an airline. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
Oh my god, Arthur, yes. It's You Go I Fly.
Oh,
You Go I Fly. You Go I Fly.
you go, I fly.
Ah, so good. So good. All right. I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing. There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack. This one's special. Oh, sorry.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a
Participle?
participle? A particle from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
I can't say that I'm familiar with it. Case in point. Yeah, whatever. Reddit called.
Now I have to Google
You're the top.
participle.
You're the top post on our I am very smart.
Participle. A word formed from a verb, e.g. going, gone, being, been. Used as an adjective, e.g. working, woman, burnt toast. Or a noun, good breeding. In English,
Nice snort.
participles are used to make compound verb forms. Is going, has been.
Oh.
Interesting. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful in passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, now know that it still does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. Jesus, woman.
This door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of a woman's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me it simply smells.
Is that
Is it?
iFly riding a horse?
I was talking about that. I was looking at that, and
Oh.
it kind of looks like a hamster to me, or like a hamster horse.
Well, you can't see the nose of it.
I know.
You can't see the noodle.
Where's
And
its
that's what-
but where's its tail? I'm with Clay. That's a ham
It's
horse.
wearing a dress.
The tail is wrapped around its leg, but it's a hamster for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know, like it looked like a hamster at first glance for sure. Anyways, I don't know. Edgy either likes him natural or he's got the gay vibes. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out there for a second. Ooh, piano.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, just wrong.
Die.
Too much in one hole at one time. This grand piano is the pride of this plane. I can play the music of whatever CD we insert into the CD drive.
That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music
Haha,
box.
that's funny. But its keys to press along with music as though there were really something playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. The toppled over chair, yet another victim of turbulence.
Oh no, look at that grape juice staining the back. It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was.
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these rocker pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get.
Now,
Hell.
is there a reference there?
I don't know.
The
I'm
Rocker
not catching.
Pals.
Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. It's the same.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess we should maybe go here.
What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can go down into the cargo hold.
Uh-oh.
However, that requires a flight crew key card.
So, the only floors accessible to the passengers are the first and second, huh?
Oh, man. Oh, really?
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I'm ready now.
Suspicious looking Nook and Cranberry.
Nook and cranberry.
Nook and Cranberry.
Cranberry. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of the company mascot, Mr. iFly. It's just one of those many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop.
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open to the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon?
Cracking Granny. Nook and Cranberry.
This little pop of color is suspicious, but I don't think it's gonna...
Let's get everything, Chom. Nook
What?
and Cranberries.
Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point.
Where's his key
I wonder what
card?
was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now, if I could just put my finger on it.
His fingers?
I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right here.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
Okay. you know, people were saying like, you know, maybe she's not that bright and stuff. And I was like, you know what? She's just really sweet. I was defending her too, and now I don't know. This is indefensible, as they say these days.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared.
Man, you know, I think it's important to catch yourself being an asshole to then give people the benefit of the doubt when they're being assholes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Am I being an asshole?
No.
Okay.
No. But I mean, like, she doesn't know that she's not making a good question here. And then she could sass somebody for asking the same sort of thing, you know? You don't know what you don't know.
That the dead can't say yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death?
Oh, that's blood. I thought he just had like two-tone hairstyle.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I thought he had blonde on top and brown on the back.
Oh my god.
Well,
That makes a lot more sense than what
talked
I
about
thought.
earlier.
Wound on the back of Hicks' head suggests blunt force trauma, but what caused it?
Oh, man. Is there blood on the bottom right corner of that thing?
There
That piggy bank?
absolutely
Even
looks
his
like there is.
Glasses are broken. Oh, bingo. There's something sticking out of his pocket. I hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a photograph. Oh, it looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere.
Oh, man. We got it? Because we can examine it and look at what's on his key card there.
A photo of Mr. Hicks' data.
God, there's so much evidence.
Oh, deduce. I can deduce something. Ah, damn.
Well, look at the statue again in the corner, maybe.
What,
Yeah, that one,
deduce it?
Yeah. Oh, just look at it. Can't you look at it?
Yeah, I did. I already did. We got this as a murder weapon.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But I have deduce, which is like a super inspect.
Yeah.
That we can connect. You know what? I probably have to connect this to the
But
Okay.
have you ever Dutch?
Dutched.
It's
Actually, I've never been to Dutch. I heard it's
they
really
have
good though.
delicious pancakes.
Wow.
Do they? I've
Probably have
never been
really
there.
good waffles.
Every
Yeah,
time I see it, I think of Old Dutch and think of how good their chips are.
Really good chips, actually. I like Old Dutch chips, especially the ketchup chips.
I really wanted dill pickle chips last night.
Oh, should have got them.
Should have.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Oh god. Oh god.
Can you go to his dead body?
Oh, well, no, it's just crime scene notes.
Oh wait, go click it, because like select it, because look at it says was hit on the back of the head. I think
Try, but I also think that maybe, just maybe, we could do what you said and connect that
yes.
thing
Okay, do it.
to
Yeah,
his
yeah.
missing
Get out of
thing.
here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Okay, okay.
You right. I mean, I'm right and you're right for believing in me.
Are you gonna use logic? What about that key card on the ground?
I already looked at it. It's
Oh.
not anything.
Credit
It's
cards.
the evidence I hold. Ba-da-da-da-da. Photo of Mr. Hicks. Eureka!
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
This machine.
His cell phone, Miss Tenero.
So I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
Right. Wow. The future.
Nailed it. For logic. What do we have for logic? Oh my god.
All right. So where was the killer?
Blunt force trauma and the murder weapon. We could probably connect those two. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's connect that logic. Oh yeah. Ah!
A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I think I figured something out.
Oh boy, here we go. Yes. What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Oh my god, yeah, she's actually getting this. Well, aren't we deserving of a master of the obvious title? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, give her a little credit here.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting.
You know.
But she's super sweet.
I almost wish, and this might be a little like crazy, like you connected two things and it became an evidence within your logic, and then you had to connect that to like another thing, and it kept creating until you went down to one piece.
Oh, interesting.
That'd be kind of a
web.
Yeah, like exactly.
The victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects the first and what clues?
Oh, maybe the elevator. Oh no.
Some spilled grape juice on the floor of the elevator. The victim's glasses are broken. Really broken during his murder? I don't think we really have anything else.
No.
Anyways, I'm gonna check my organizer here. Usually on display, found the same blood on it. Missing cell phone. Well, gone missing.
I wonder if we have, like, 'cause that shop is locked up, right? But where'd that statue come from? So maybe it wasn't locked, and then you can connect the feet to the shop or the, you know.
Yeah, I think that we'll.
Go back into your logic for a second. Do you have footprints? Spilled grape juice. Does that have anything? Can you read it? Okay, and then maybe try to connect those. I don't know. It might hurt you though. It might be a bit of a stretch. We've already searched the room, is what I'm thinking.
We have. Well, let me come back here.
A pity that a bronze statue knows not when good drink has been spilt at its feet.
This is a statue of our founder, Hugo Fly, big fan of grape juice. Oh, it's also a funny little thing because they created this game as a fan of grape juice, and they said I Fly's a fan of. I'm not sure he would have been thrilled to know so much grape juice was at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect?
I don't think I can.
Spilled grape juice in a pool at my feet. Fortunately, the delightful scent of grapes is obscured by the unpleasant smell of the crime scene.
The scent is in the air. It's the same smell as the smell of my towels after they come out of my home dryer.
What? That's a great smell.
No, that's a problem.
I would have never expected something like that by looking at you. I suppose everyone has something unpleasant about them. Huh.
What's that on the
Interesting.
ground over there?
This over here?
Yeah.
It's like a ice bucket and tongs. No, I don't think I can examine
For the
it.
grape juice.
For the grape juice.
For the gravy.
Have you checked the wine bottle that's in the other pile of grape juice?
Yeah. It was just the chair.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool.
Maybe we gotta start presenting new evidence to people.
Well, I mean, the only one we have is the lady right now.
Well, try that thing.
What thing?
Well, the two things.
You want to logic the things?
Yeah, let's try it. You know.
Nope.
Boom.
Ouch.
Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic.
Oh. Also, inside the elevator, was there something on? There's something on the wall. Maybe you could look at. Like, maybe you can look at it.
Well, maybe.
Checked. Oh yeah,
That's why I didn't check it.
nothing unusual about this area.
Great.
Well, let's check his shoes. There's no grape juice residue on the sole of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence.
Can you push the button?
Push the button.
No.
No push
Send
the
it.
button.
Send it up to the upstairs.
Bye.
Ding! Ah! A dead body.
Okay, well, I think we're...
Out of it, you gotta.
But we
go-
have like 2 new pieces of evidence that we can show to people.
Yeah.
Now, who are people?
Oh, you want to be sure?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, there's some new options. Cool.
Did you notice anything?
I was wondering whose footprints those were next to the elevator.
I'd say the killers, wouldn't you say? Even if they aren't, I'm sure they are a vital clue to solving this case.
Oh, maybe there are other clues waiting to be found in other places. Come on now, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go find them together.
A word of advice. Nobody likes a credit thief, so stop stealing my lines.
Maybe there's footprints upstairs though.
Interesting.
I was wondering if you noticed anything, Miss Tenero.
Yes, I can't help but notice that the sad atmosphere in here.
Yes, it is a rather tragic crime.
I say, robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt. I can't forgive someone who would do this to a passenger of mine. I swear as a professional flight attendant that I will capture the culprit with my own hands.
And I promise as a prosecutor to solve this case with logic and deduction. I should go over all the leads I've collected so far one more time. The key to solving this lies at the intersection of my logic and the evidence.
That's so good, GD.
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh.
Right. I always forget we can do this. There's some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon?
Yes. Yes, we figured that out like 3,000 times.
I can't,
He looks photoshopped in that picture.
I wonder if I can open the piggy bank, maybe. You know, they usually have, like, things in the bottom, but no. I suppose this is where you insert your coins. I have to say, for a piggy bank, it's made rather well. So well, in fact, that I'm not sure there's any way to take your money out.
Some piggy banks actually have to break them, yeah.
In that case, you would have to smash it, right?
Yeah.
If it was a piggy bank, but if you can't break it because you can kill somebody, that's an interesting thing.
Oh, check that the wallet.
We already opened it and did everything.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I think Yanni made a good point going upstairs, checking to see if there's some footprints. Even if I show you.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
You can't go upstairs.
Can't
What?
leave.
Oh.
Ooh, my bad. So there's some kind of logic that we're missing here.
Well, we do have 4 things to connect. We should look at what we have to connect inside your logic screen.
Did you say connect 4?
Hey, all right. Broken glasses.
Keep connecting.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, no.
That's just super distracting. I can't think of anything. Okay, what clues? Some filters on the floor in front of the elevator. What about the elevator? Go to that one. I'm gonna try spilled grape juice and elevator. Only because they both say elevator in them. No, you're right.
Someone said that whenever they think of connect logic, think of connect 4. And so then I had it queued up for when you were going to connect some
Nice.
logic.
Connect it.
I can't remember who
Wow.
said it in chat, but
Oh, you said
thanks.
connect it? True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge after other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story.
Nice.
Was that the song for a Connect 4 ad? Yep.
Spilled grape juice, broken glasses. If only I could prove the killer rode in the elevator with Hicks.
There's
This is a
nothing in the
broken-
elevator that proves that, is there?
I don't think so.
It said we already checked earlier. I wonder if that is what they say when you're done.
Maybe I was.
Oh, wait, maybe talk to her now? Damn. Oh, wait. It's showing that
Magazine,
it's
right?
in. Oh. Maybe connecting because the phone is gone.
Le phone is gone.
Go for it.
Oh, wait. Is there
Connect 4.
spilled wine at all anywhere? If there's spilled grape juice and then elevator with Hicks, just connect those two.
Stutter guy. Why
Yeah.
connect 4 when you can connect to someone you love?
Stutter guy? Yo, what's going on, Stats? Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, that makes sense actually.
Well, I can't because I'm stuck with this guy.
Yeah, Stutter Guy was playing Danky King with us.
Danky King.
Hanging out.
I have it. My badge.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here at the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple actually. The proof is in the pudding. Or rather, the grape juice in this case. And these footsteps here confess to me this very fact. They speak to me. That someone exited the elevator alive.
Olive?
Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
He is going to heaven, yes. Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Ooh, grape juice
Man.
footprints.
It is funny, Stutz, is that I actually, during Donkey Kong, I was on set talking with my hands. But I said, exit's over there. You know? I pointed towards that thing.
What's going on over there?
Also, examine the fucking badge. And also, examine the fucking text on the bank, piggy bank.
What the text?
What the text is right.
I Fly Airlines.
Examine
it.
It says I Fly Airlines.
I'd laugh if that was just
I
it.
know.
You know, I've seen it occur a lot recently, and it's been bothering me greatly. But why does nobody know how to properly capitalize the space pronoun? Shoot. Why does nobody know how to properly capitalize the space nouns anymore?
That's funny.
That's funny.
Funny.
Why does no one know how to read anymore?
And the
God.
badge. Do the badge now.
Hey-oh, casually singing my only friends, my only lovers are these hands.
Wow, it's really pretty.
This badge's design is said to reflect the relentlessness and discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict protectors of the law and executors of sentences, much like harsh winter frosts and blazing summer days.
You really didn't execute that sentence.
I did not. I wasn't sure it was execute or
execute.
The other
the
word.
Pokemon.
What was it? Oh, damn. Anyways, to wear it is to identify oneself as a prosecutor, but I have no interest in doing so.
What's on the back?
It's a picture of Phoenix.
Oh.
It's got some symbols.
Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Numbers. As if we're not human on the inside like everybody else.
Hey, Blue Fox.
Cool. Well, Borat friend,
Make the sounds of the wingdings.
make the sound of your people.
Nope.
Trying to set you up for some racial tension there.
Leaf beetle fish deer. Bow edgy fish.
That's someone else.
Trident.
This is someone else.
Oh, it is somebody else.
Bow key.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes, it was though.
Unforgivable. It's unforgivable. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It's the same level of bad as the plane arrived late.
But the movie.
What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there's no emergency, please return to your seat, sir. Do not tell me what to do. I need to not sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Sue yourself! I will shoot if you are wrong, though.
Don't shoot. Jesus. Whoa.
I am very calm and collected with a gun.
Ooh, here
What
we
I
go.
saw, I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was then when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and then the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes. Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal.
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony, if you think you can destroy it, then come on, let me see.
He's had like 5 different voices at this point.
Yeah. Hurry up. You look like a man who's having the time to wait for you.
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow and fast.
I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator.
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time?
Of course, I saw what was inside.
Hi.
And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go.
The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
You're wrong.
Was he really alone?
Of course, I will bet even 1 cent.
A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent.
It was when the needles on my clock went to 12 and 6.
I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking, is that correct?
Oh, you notice it's a very expensive antique, I will have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand.
It does look very well designed and quite classy.
I will have to charge you if you want to touch it.
Oh, God.
You want to touch it?
That's quite all right. Let's continue with your testimony.
$50.
What a cheap man you are. Now return the time you wasted back to me.
Oh,
And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that.
it's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15.
And that's when I found the two of them as well. You see, it all matches my testimony. When you, the only person in the lounge,
That time must be the criminal. That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of.
No, your silly opinion is what is mistaken. Please calm down, the both of you,
Bottom
in a
of you.
sense.
Who's the
You
bottom
are
here?
both. Right?
Well, if that isn't calling the kettle, or sorry, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc, I will now show you proof of my innocence. The pot calling the kettle black.
I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the evidence. It was then the needles, inside, the things.
We could probably hit that with
The footprints.
the footprints.
Nice.
Ooh, and something being dragged. Interesting.
Zuru, zuru, zuru.
Zuru. Dilly dally shilly shally.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yep.
just basically established that, so.
Nice.
Mr. LeBlanc,
What is it?
there is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive.
Ooh, and
There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
I'm speaking in a language that is not understandable by English. Can you please translate for
Oh,
us?
here it comes. Oh, shit!
Oh.
Teddy bear.
Yeah,
Teddy bear?
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear. Teddy
Man,
bear.
it's a good thing we
Sorry.
don't have those eye trackers.
Teddy
Titty bear.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear, yeah. It's a titty bear.
It's a teddy bear.
No way, that's totally impossible. I guess that's what he said.
Oh, wait, that's totally impossible. I know there was no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes. I want you to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does this mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, Just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? What I saw, part 2.
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. Click, 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 dum, dum, dum. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one. Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down. What dare you have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying, but I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Liz, I would kiss both flight attendants with their permission.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Miss Flight Attendant Lady, may I kiss you? No, that is understandable. You don't know.
He was very upset when Mr. Hicks went by this.
But all those YouTube videos, it says you just talk to girls and you go, hey,
yeah.
for a prank.
Hey, it's mommy makeout day.
It's mommy makeout day. It's Kiss the Flight Attendant day. It's for my YouTube channel. No, listen, it's for my YouTube channel. It'll
All right, I'm turning on parental controls on your YouTube account.
It's gonna be really funny.
You've been corrupt.
It's gonna be really funny if we make out. I promise.
No,
everyone will like it on the internet.
Oh god. So, are you still upset now?
If you catch me, you can do anything.
Parkour. Anything.
I'm always upset. The only time I'm not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. I'm talking to you, Taniro.
Surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. Click, click, click on his stupid phone. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a compliment to the attendant about the movie starting time.
Complaint.
Complaint.
The opposite.
Sarcastically giving her a compliment.
Wow, this movie's so good, but no movie's playing. Yes, I know.
It's a sarcastic compliment. There it is.
Return back to me my time and money. You understand the point?
Movie? You're talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine. A summary of the plot and the starting time.
They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I looked away forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board.
I even set my pocket watch
to the destination time
when I came on board.
Oh.
Yeah.
So his watch is in the time zone of the landing place, not the current time zone, which is question mark in the air, maybe?
So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it if it's all right.
The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch.
So, this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine?
Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
Miss Taniro, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident?
Nonsense, you doubt me.
God damn it, every time he does that, I'm like, oh man, don't shoot.
No, stop pointing at me like that, right, Edgeworth? I know. Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see?
I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. I know that much for sure. My watch is set to my destination time. I always set it when I board a plane.
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes, of course, I am very busy, man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch.
I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made.
Flatter me all you want, but you will not get you 1 cent out of me.
Okay.
That's all right. All
So
it
you-
requires is piece of testimony.
Do you think that originally Edgeworth was uncomfortable with his hand motion because of the Japanese butt poking thing?
Wow.
Concho, you know concho?
No.
Where they go like poop and they poke you in the
They
anus.
poop you in the anus?
They poop you in the anus.
They poop you in the anus.
Yeah, it's called concho.
Concho.
Yeah, so Japan's socially acceptable butt poking game.
No, but I mean, maybe in a very obscure,
There's
crazy,
even statues
crazy way.
about it.
Oh,
Look up concho. On
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet. Yeah.
Yeah, they poke people in the butts.
It's concho.
why have I never heard about this?
What?
Anyways.
I've heard about this. Oh,
So
man.
do you think that's why? Why do I know that? Because I've watched anime.
Yeah, they do it all.
They go boop. Specifically, the one I know it from is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah. Well, Yu Yu Hakusho used the finger guns. I didn't watch all of Yu Yu Hakusho. I've seen bits and pieces of it though. Hold it. But they
Oh, it
talked
could
about
also be Guns and Edwards don't mix. Yeah, maybe. That probably
yeah,
makes a
that
lot more
too.
sense than what I said.
He's just scared for his butthole.
Since you only happened to see him, it's possible that you missed something in that glance.
Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing.
And how can you be so sure?
Just because.
I would appreciate it if you didn't take my life so lightly with a simple just because.
Well, I was only making a joke. I saw Mr. Hicks, all right. I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering.
Wait, are we back at the beginning?
Yes.
Oh no, we're not.
What?
This is the longest testimony
Yeah.
ever.
Is it possible that someone was hiding inside?
What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. When I look for an art to sell, I am told often I have great sight for the arts.
I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible someone was just outside of your line of sight?
You are persistent, I tell you. I looked clearly. But I saw there was no one inside. No one else.
Swear. Hold it. All right, let's finish this.
Why do you insist that you were absolutely not mistaken?
Because when I say I'm not wrong, I am not wrong. Mr. LeBlanc, if I may, I think beyond misconceptions and mistakes lies the truth.
Funny, that suspiciously mirrors something I told her only a little while ago.
Credits due.
Oh, and she's back over
I
here now.
honestly don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying.
I don't think he's lying either, but I think he might be mistaken about something. Mistaken? Yes, and I'm going to correct his mistaken recollection with evidence.
And this professional attendant shall witness the prowess of a professional prosecutor.
Wow.
Prowess?
Wow. So it seems like this is the valuable testimony. The only thing that mentions the time is this, like the kind of meals, drink, movie, 6 to 8.
Yeah, do it. Throw it.
Yeah, wait a second. That's so weird because he was watching Mr. Hicks at 6.
Yeah.
Departure time zone. All times shown correspond to our departure time
To our
zone.
departure time zone.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
yeah,
set
send
them
it.
to his,
Send it.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
destination.
destination.
Yeah.
Get silly and send it.
Uh-oh.
Send it. Huh.
Oh, baby. Oh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh.
Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I even set my pocket watch to your destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch has been sent to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. Bum. If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks in this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie Scheduled was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at the transfer point.
That's right, it was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we are still running on Borginian time. What?
The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Woo! Further, along with your analog watch set to the destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can now bet 1,000,000 cents on that.
Wow.
In light of this information, it means that you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. Woo!
Magnificent!
This should clear up all the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m., it means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing?
I've got something to say.
What a great theme. And you are... Wow!
Yeah, oh. I'm Cammy Millet. Mealy?
Meal? Cammy meal?
Mealy?
Cammy meal, like chamomile tea?
Oh, Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
Oh, baby Dominic, Edgeworth, the clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. No, wait, that was the first case.
The first case.
The first case.
Thanks, Dominic.
Talk about full circle, though. Dominic, thank you.
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it.
Oh my god. What is going on with her mouth?
Because she's sleepy.
What do you mean, Cammy?
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
A message from Mr. iFly. This flight is making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo at the Republic of Zhengfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation.
We made a stop for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhengfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board this flight?
No. Not a single person got off or on at Zhengfa.
What about the flight's crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off.
Holy fuck.
I don't know what that face is. It's like when you dab too hard. When 420 is every day, I don't know, but also like
We stopped in Zhengfa for 420. Smoked the dank kush.
But eventually, everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. When you just farted. I don't think we've ever been that stoned since liquid cynicism. I don't know if anyone has. Interesting, I should keep that in mind. Dank pho.
That ain't true. Dank. Oh man, I could go some pho.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was delicious.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you, Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Miss Meal's testimony jotted down in my organizer. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Okay, now,
Okay, now.
what time did you come...
did you come to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth. I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa. Ha!
You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you're still the only one who could have been the killer.
God damn, man, she's at least 9,000 feet high right now.
That's so high.
GD,
Not many people have been that high.
GD, that's amazing. Your claps are very loud in the mics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like right beside the mics.
Yeah. Just an FYI.
Yeah, good point. Mr. Edgeworth. Were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onward?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do you explain the footprints? Isn't that obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in the lounge, waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. That's when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
Do you have another idea?
I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge?
Well, it's the elevator.
Footprints leave the elevator. I mean,
I guess we got to go with crime scene notes here, right? It's the only one I can think that's even like remotely relevant. Although,
No, well, give a look at the crime scene.
I mean,
notes.
this looks like Zingfa, but I might be wrong. We don't know that for
But
sure.
the crime didn't happen in that
Oh,
picture.
interesting though that would be a thing. Well, go.
Just took a seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Made a brief stop, refuel a transfer point. Yeah, no one got on or off, so I mean that's impossible. I mean, it's all we got, right? Yeah, throwing it. Any objections?
Well, go look at the. Yeah, okay. What's the statue?
Discovered inside the elevator.
Okay, yeah. Send the. I don't need to hear your wild desperation stories. Grasping for weeds, I think is how you say it, yes?
ugh. I didn't mean to pull that piece out. It was a simple slip of the hand, I assure you. Yes, definitely a slip of the hand. There's something that can tie this crime to location other than the lounge.
Maybe it is the thing for the gift shop.
Maybe it is, yeah.
Yeah,
No, what?
this murder weapon, this little piggy bank is sold in the inflate shop. It is sold there and only there, and it is not displayed here in this lounge. How, then, did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Ah, everyone, Cammy grasping for weeds. Oh boy. You guys. Is there no way to win with this man?
If I may. What is it? You see. Well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says. Oh, and why do you know this so well? Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right. You were in the shop just before turbulence? Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Mr. Nero.
Well, there's a snake on the plane right there, am I telling you?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my! Look at that
And it's
thing.
about 3.7 inches flaccid, right?
Oh boy.
When I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
Oh, that's the flight attendant's room. Then you were on the first floor? Yes. I had to do something at the shop in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into your issue of Sky Magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? I went there for a work-related matter. Work, you say? Yes. The upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about it until now? Is that what I want? Is what I want to know.
Man, why are we letting this guy be a part of this investigation?
I know.
Take him away, toys. Make him away.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
Hey.
Hey,
What is it now?
hey, there's weed in this bear. Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhonda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
No, I haven't forgotten, but I already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right.
Huh, that's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said that you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet, here you are.
You flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Yeah, Rhoda.
Yeah.
I
What?
thought it was Rhonda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain.
What is going on here?
See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Wow, when did Mio get so sassy here? My God.
Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
It's because she believed in us. She believed in us
Us.
when no one else would.
Looks like I get to be in charge now.
You know, normally I'd be happy with this, but I got a bad feeling about this.
Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc.
Fucking killed him.
Defeated.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe she's just trying to get us alone. I like where this is going. Giggity, 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 giggity. Giggity, 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 goo.
If you would follow me, I'm going to be your guide from now on.
Yes, please.
There's something about Miss Tenero that has piqued my curiosity, but right now investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority.
I like how she dealt with that situation.
With sass and
With sass and
Destruction?
poise and a smile on her face. She disposed of Mr. LeBlanc and, you know, got permission for our thing all at once.
all in
It's
one
good.
time. All in one time.
Oh my goodness. So, this is the in-flight shop.
Oh,
It's quite a
okay.
mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Ooh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
Bet you do. I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There's a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Begin investigation.
Just the flame.
Inside this...
Edgeworth is so gay. Cavemen depicted it on their walls.
I believe it. Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something, but some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one? You could keep your weed in there.
No, I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Meal is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. You can keep your weed in there. They're great for when you're stressed out.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. It looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat. Oh! Oh no! The only one I've seen before is on that bear right there. There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay, then how about you buy something from me then? As in pot, I mean a present.
Oh, I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. Aww.
But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
I'm not a sucker. I'm not a sucker. I'm not a sucker. Okay, fine.
Try paying some attention to me when you try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. What are these?
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it. There's so many pockets where you could keep your weed in there.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way. But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True.
Man, I both hate trying on clothes and hate getting clothes that don't fit properly.
Yep. I know, because you never return them. You have to go
No.
back there.
My sister bought me a shirt that was too big for me for Christmas. Gave me the gift receipt. She's like, "Oh, just return it. Any winners. Any winners." I'm like, yeah.
No, you even work close to a winner's.
Oh, yeah.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded a plane? Good point.
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Mr. iFly heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he just look like he's about to jump out at you?
It is certainly making me something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You look like you really wanted to get one.
Oh my god.
And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it.
Oh man.
There's no way. She says that to every guy. Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're my first sale. Lies.
Glad
lies.
it's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
It's really pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
What? Why are flight attendants designing cases?
Miss Tenero designed this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Oh.
There was only one entry.
Well, it doesn't have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe?
Wow.
I really have no idea why bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so blah.
Wow, we're having a savagery party here.
Miss Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Oh, God. Ah!
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation.
Oh.
Here, I'll put it back. There.
That was fun.
Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're gonna get pollen all over.
Oh, excuse me.
We didn't find anything to like investigate.
What about logic?
What about
got
Mr.
there.
Edgeworth? Do you want one? They're great for when you're stressed.
I mean, we got some logic, but I was expecting to zoom
You just hold the bear real close to your chest and you squeeze it real
I wonder
tight.
if you can connect the tiny captain's hat to the weapon.
Yeah, put a hat on that bear. The bear needs a hat.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, it
do
makes
it.
sense because her Mr. iFlight she's holding has it.
Yeah.
The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it?
Really?
Don't tell me you don't know that what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So, come on, how should I know anything?
That smile, though, it's so good. I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranberry. Is this the same man as the one portrayed in the statues above the elevator?
Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder, of iFly Airlines, Mr. Hugo iFly. On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf, the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's the floral version.
Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Looks like I hit the bullseye.
Ooh, we should talk to Camwise Gamgee. And show her the badge, and show her the everything.
Oh. Man.
I was
expecting Nook and Cranberries.
I know. Baby, I know.
I don't know about much about this shop, but you can still ask me whatever you want. Anything.
You can't even present. You can't present everything? Oh, never mind. I lied.
Ooh, I'd love to have this piece of jewelry. Can I have it?
No, you may not. This is the prosecutor's badge.
Phooey. Then why did you show it to me?
I wanted to prove to you that I really am a prosecutor. And that it's not possible for a prosecutor like me to commit such crimes as...
Ha! That's volume, though.
Wow.
I see that I'm just wasting my time with Cousin Hare here.
Oh, that's funny. I was just about to say that. I thought it was Cousin It, though.
It is Cousin It, but I think that's the pun.
Yeah, from the Addams family.
So what is that? Are you gonna give it to me?
Oh.
Ooh, but I'm not supposed to accept any presents. Unless they're really worth something. What about that bear statue? It matches mine. Miss Rhoda said that this piggy bank was in the shop, right? Don't you find her a teeny bit suspicious?
I don't think I can say either way yet. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there.
Are you sure about that? So what is that? Are you gonna give it to me? What is it? You gonna give that to me? You gonna give me anything? You're just gonna show me stuff?
Yeah, no. Oh.
Like I said earlier, I was the one answering people's calls while we were refueling in Xingfa. And Mr. Hicks was in his seat at that time.
And what time was that again?
He called around 5 a.m. You were in your seat around then too, you know.
I do recall people calling for service around that time. Even if this turns out to be a waste of time, I must stand firm. I just know that there's a vital clue or two awaiting me here in this shop. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Let's try that. Maybe she knows something about the picture, but no, that's okay. Okay. Nope. So, what do you think about what has happened regarding this case?
Oh, I don't know. I think you're the killer, though, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite.
Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around.
Oh.
You know. So, don't forget that, okay?
You know, prosecutors don't murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Armando?
Oh, God. How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what would be real? You know what would really show you thanks? You should see that item. Or you see that item over there for sale?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. Phooey. Now, if you'll excuse me. I'm inspecting nooks and cranberries. Nothing of interest here.
Handles?
The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. But it's a bit odd that the inside of the glass is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly.
Ah!
What is it?
I touched the glass and I cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts.
Oh.
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
No.
iFly Airlines related books line this shelf. The history of iFly Airlines. The future of iFly Airlines. The 7 wonders of iFly. Fight on, iFly Airlines. Working name. Go You Airlines. I Heart Fly Ing. The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. God. That was something. The glass in the store is broken. Okay, bye.
Itayo.
Sorry. Oh, I have to deduce something. Oh boy. Is this the same man as the one portrayed in the statues on the elevator?
Yeah, the top is.
Alright, so I don't know. I guess we gotta deduce the broken glass.
We deduced that the piggy bank was stolen from there.
Actually, I didn't check the middle. Wait, hold on. I'm going back. I'm going back.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Never mind. It's all the same. Go You Airlines? What? iFly's named Japan? Oh, interesting.
No, you.
Interesting. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious
Deduce
looking cranny.
the piggy bank.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? I don't know.
But that's the correct choice.
Okay. If you say so.
There's definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get it in the Mr. iFly bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case,
Nope. No, there isn't.
which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at the time too.
Huh? Huh? Oh, that's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Mr. iFly from here after the turbulence.
Oh.
You okay there?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, you don't look it. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
Yeah.
But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
Oh, so you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
Oh, and then what if we took the killer, or what if the killer went to take Mr. iFly? They broke the glass by accident.
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh? And who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the only one, and she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda De Niro, huh?
Logic? Anything in your logic?
You could turbulence that suitcase.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Nice.
Yes, there's definitely something wrong here.
Huh? What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange, like the color and such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry.
No, I'm spooked.
These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Oh god. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard you say that. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right.
I just thought you right into that.
What is so unusual about this suitcase? Oh god. Yo, that one doesn't have stoppers.
Oh.
This one or that one? Probably this one.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other. There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in,
there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And
And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Enhance.
Oh God. Super enhance. Well, let's examine this.
Oh, see you soon, Red. Oh, what's that?
A $1,200 price tag. Oh my God. Not exactly priced by someone with a conscience, I'd say.
I think I paid $60 for my suitcase.
Probably.
I paid 90
90?
for like my set
Oh, for the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got the one.
at Costco.
You could have had this one for 1200.
1200.
You'd never lose that though. Like that, like ever.
Oh, it's unique.
And you'd be the only one with one.
Yeah. Literally, if someone stole your suitcase, you'd be like, it's bright green, but also pink and kind of red. The wheels are purple.
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
What?
It's blood!
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Investigation complete.
Wait, does that... Hold on, okay, does that mean that, like, we're not investigating anymore? And we just have to now go to, like, the trial part of it?
No,
and, like, debate?
we're investigating different areas. And
Oh, okay, okay.
Depends, but usually it swings in those, yeah. Investigation, interrogation.
Yeah, investigation, interrogation.
So, explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner.
Okay.
Such as to move something, perhaps.
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing that I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is...
The body. The body.
No way. What?
I
Way
know.
Too big. Do you think?
I mean, it's the only...
What else is it?
Well, though we don't have the body, though. Body found at... Oh, interesting.
And that would be like, you know, you bring the body into the thing. That's crazy. I was joking at first, but maybe I'm not in the end. Try it. Get silly and send it.
Take that!
Take that.
Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Wow. I mean, I guess you could maybe fit a body in those. iFly suitcase data. Ooh, bloody cloth.
Oh, look at that stripy boy.
Yeah.
But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else, which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
It's all implementing.
Nothing.
Rhoda.
It's just that I was thinking about that, or what Miss Rhoda said, coming here for something.
Oh my god. I don't like the way
coming here
Emil
for
is throwing
something.
shade at
I
Rhoda.
know,
It makes
I know,
her
I know.
suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't wanna. Probably.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, it couldn't be. Okay, good. That would be funny.
I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He said that he'd appreciate it if you would wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
Is that your only condition? Then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Aw.
Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together. And call
I found
each
proof
toys
that-
we like, and paint each other's nails, and brush my hair.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing.
Piggy bank fight.
And yet, regarding what Miss Meal reminded me about Miss Tenero, I cannot allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. Bum, 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 bum.
What a place, what a place, what a time to be alive.
Bum, da, 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 dum.
Bow, 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 bow.
Da, 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 dum.
Well, that's a perfect time. I'll throw these up on the board. I want to tell people what we're doing a little bit later. We ended this a little early. I'm open to starting the next one a little early, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Anyways, yeah, freaking awesome. We're gonna be today's Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Call Your Mom Day.
Woo! Sunday, so that means tomorrow we're picking up Zero Escape, which is gonna be awesome. Yeah, and then after this we're gonna be playing Dokapon, which actually probably might be the finale, maybe. It's looking like it's gonna end. This is very hard to talk over. Fuck Connect 4.
Okay.
Could die in a fire.
Connect for
Sorry.
musical.
But instrumental.
Boom, we are playing Dokapon.
Yeah.
And there's just no music right now.
Yeah, we're coming back to I want to say Phoenix Wright every time.
No,
we're coming back to
VLR.
Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. It's such an odd title. We'll be coming back to that on Thursday, so that's gonna be a lot of fun too.
And we play it Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 12:30. So tune in at those times. If you want to catch us live, if you are watching in the VOD, and if you did make it this far in the VOD, thank you so much. We appreciate
if you're
it.
still here in the stream, thank you too.
Yeah, all those things, right? Make sure to throw a thumbs up on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this content.
Oh, freaking
And we'll see y'all in an hour and 15 minutes, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, love you, bye.
Titties.
Titties.
Titties.